Hey gang, Evan Sutton here. Time for part 3 of our basic filter series. Today we are talking about the bandpass filter. Don't sleep on this one, folks. Let's do it. Alright, so I put together a simple dance beat here, and what we're going to do is we're going to use our bandpass filter to create a noise sweep sound that is inspired by like classic sci-fi sounds. So let's listen to the beat to start off with. So we're building anticipation. Everyone's like, uh-oh, what's going to happen? And now they know what's going to happen. And now it's happening. All right, so what's missing here is just a little bit of a push. We're going to add this noise sweep to add a little bit of anticipation. We're going to do it in Massive. Let me go ahead and open up Massive. This is a fresh instance of Massive. And right now I've just got this one long note here. That's going to be what activates our sweep. And we're going to start out by turning down the amplitude on our oscillator and actually turning up the white noise generator. Okay, there are all kinds of different noise types in here. We're just going to use white noise. It's the simplest of the noises. It's equal power at all frequency. Therefore, the note that I play on my keyboard is inconsequential. Let's take a listen. Okay. So noise is a great candidate for filtering because it has so much harmonic content. So what I'm going to do is I have the filter mix set to mix 1, which means we're only going to hear the output of filter 1. And let's go ahead and let's open up the bandpass filter. All right. Bandpass filter has two parameters that you're familiar with, cutoff and resonance. And then it has a third one, which we'll talk about in a bit. Now, what is a bandpass filter? Well, whereas a low-pass filter passes what's below the cutoff and attenuates what's above, and a high-pass filter passes what's above the cutoff frequency and attenuates what's below, a bandpass filter is actually a filter that passes a certain range of frequencies surrounding the cutoff. Another simple way to think about it is that it's a low and a high pass filter that are sharing a cutoff. So you have this little peak that surrounds the cutoff as you move it around, and only this little range of frequencies is passed. All right. So let's take a listen. I'm gonna hit my noise a little bit here. Hear how as I turn the cutoff all the way up, what you can listen for is the fact that when I move the cutoff up, we get more high end, more brightness, but we actually lose low end at the same time. And now it's only way high up there. The resonance does the same thing that it did with the low and high pass filters. Creates some emphasis around the cutoff, even more of a steep peak. And the bandwidth is what actually sets the range of frequencies that we're passing, or how wide the band is that we're passing. Let's listen. So if we turn it all the way down, we're only passing a very slim range. If we turn it up, we're passing quite a wide range. Okay, here's another way to think about the bandwidth. If you remember that I just said a moment ago that a bandpass filter is a low and high pass filter that are sharing a cutoff frequency, you could think of the bandwidth as actually controlling the slope of those two filters, like the number of poles, how steep the cutoffs are. So as I turn this up, as I turn the bandwidth up, those two filters are getting less and less steep, and it's widening the bandwidth. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually just going to take an envelope. Let's use envelope number 1. I'm going to brick out the amplitude envelope here. Just remember that in Massive, if you want to assign an envelope to anything, you just go ahead and click on the crosshairs, you drag it over, drop it in the modulation handle, and then you click and drag to give it a range. Okay, so think of this envelope as an invisible hand that's coming over and it's moving this knob. All right, so what we want to do is we want to set the timing so that it sweeps up in a way that creates a little bit of anticipation. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the attack up because that's what's going to create our sweep. It's going to go upward. Okay, so that's far too short. We want something that's actually going to last this entire 2 bars. All right, so let's just go ahead and try and get the timing right. Still a little short. One more time. And just a little bit longer. Maybe just a little bit longer. There, that's pretty good. And we can lengthen the decay a little bit if we actually want to use it. We could add some release. It's totally up to you. Now, if you're not hearing this bandpass filter work its magic when you try this, just remember that we have the color knob over here on the noise generator. The color knob is sort of like a brightness control for the noise generator. So we want to have that all the way up so that we give our filter the widest, most broadband possible signal, and then we can filter it down using the bandpass here. Now, let's go ahead and let's set the bandwidth. I don't want it too wide, but I do want it to be nice and thick. That's pretty good. And I'll go ahead and turn my resonance up here a little bit just to give it some nice, a nice sci-fi edge. That's pretty good. So let's listen to it in context here. All right, we're getting there. We're getting pretty good. I'd just like to add a couple other things here. So I'm going to turn the resonance up even more because I really enjoy that. And we're going to really give it some nice old-time sci-fi schmaltz by adding a delay. So we'll just go over here to the synced delay. That's really nice. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to make it kind of quick. I'm going to set one side to 16th. Let's try 16ths and 8ths for now. And what you're going to hear is that delay just really gives it some nice dimension. It's a lot of fun. Maybe even more resonance. Can you believe I'm pushing the resonance so hard? There you go. And if you don't want it going up quite so high, you can always just turn down the range of modulation. And if you don't want it starting so low, you can just move the knob. Very simple. But you can kind of hear how it's got that pigs in space, ace, ace kind of vibe. There, that's nice. If we want, we can add a little bit of release. And we'll do the same thing on the cutoff frequency so it doesn't just die right away. Then from there, if we want to add a little bit of extra dimension, I might just add a little bit of chorus. That's always fun. Ah, see, that's pretty good. I like that a lot. Let's go ahead and take a listen to it now with our friends over here, the rest of the band. Uh-oh. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. And what do you know? Party saver. Everybody wants to shake your hand. You make some new friends. You're the world's most popular person. All because of the noise sweep I taught you how to do. All right? But you know what? You know in your heart that you're the greatest guy ever or girl because you know the 3 basic filter types. Low pass, high pass, join forces, and they make a bandpass filter. We got the mama bear, we got the papa bear, we got the kid bear. All right? So this concludes our series on the 3 main filter types. Don't sleep on these. Have fun experimenting. See what you can do. Don't be afraid to try a bandpass filter on a bass. Don't be afraid to try a low pass filter on a pad. Don't be afraid to try a high pass filter on everything. It's a lot of fun. Knowledge is power. It all comes down to clever routings. Can't wait to see what you come up with.
Welcome to Dubspot. We believe in providing you hands-on experience right away. Whether you're completely new to music and want to turn the sounds in your head into a musical reality, or you're an experienced artist looking to refine your skills and add new tools to your arsenal, we're ready to meet you at your level. For students of all ages, all levels, and all styles of music, Dubspot is here to help you achieve your goals. With course offerings both online wherever you are and at our school in the heart of New York City, we are ready to guide you through the next phase of your musical transformation. Whether you want to produce music, DJ, or do both, you've come to the right place. Come explore Dubspot for yourself. Become a part of our community and make music.